The Brothers Keeper, an impressive Turkish film. It's not Ceylan, it's not Three Monkeys, it's not that Ceylan being a fabulous filmmaker, about as important as Spielberg in many ways, at least for for this film. We have a sad story. We have this school for boys. In fact, it's if I'm not mistaken, a sort of an orphanage with a very, I was going to say tough attitudes. It's beyond tough. It's repellent. It's abusive and sadistic torture, in fact. And I was thinking, well, when you have someone like Erdogan, a would-be tyrant, and almost a dictator in so many ways. He's the one playing the Russian game. Well, he's trying to stay between, giving some terms to Ukraine, but still he's not imposing sanctions on Russia. He's welcoming the yokes of the oligarchs, money, everything, really. Bought missiles from Russia long before the war in Ukraine and so on. So, a very repellent figure, really. And let's hope he will win. He will lose the elections coming soon and win peace for himself somewhere in a mosque somewhere. He's not allowing Sweden to. There's so much more. And when you have this type of figure, I'm thinking it goes all the way down. It's the model to follow, and others become little Erdogans themselves, as in this place in the film. And I was thinking of a proverb we have here. The fish rots from the head, meaning to say that if you have a rotten leader, then the whole thing is doomed. On the other hand, Neuka, the greatest philosopher we've had, together with his two disciples, Andrei Pleshu and Gabriel Ichan, I know in a book of his, Stories About Man, băi, pleacă-mă de aici și potolește-te. He's taking advantage of the fact that I'm not focused on him. Supposedly I don't see what he's doing, so he can do anything. Was taking progress down, and indeed I can think of many examples where people take the meaning and it's wrong. Opposites attract. Well, and then they say, okay, so I'll be with this person, woman, man, other. If it's opposite, it doesn't work. I mean, if one is into soccer, manele, low-life entertainment, let's mention, and the other is, I don't know, into drums, into erudition, likes Monty Python, as opposed to, I don't know what stupid humor here is, Las Vegas, Las Fierbines, something. What will they talk about? I mean, what? It will be sex, that's not, and then nothing. I mean, what? And so on. Appearances deceive. Aparențele înșeală. No, take Blink, the Malcolm Gladwell classic, Power Thinking Without Thinking, and the Thin Slicing Effect. We make decisions, we form opinions in seconds, and it turns out in experiments that it's the same. Take this professor, they've shown a few seconds of video to participants in the test, and they extracted the same, those who looked at these seconds had the same opinion as those who've been in his class for a semester. Now, what do you say about it? And on and on. Let me get back. So we have this torture. One teacher, supervisor, uh, is upset with smoking and other things and so on, and they keep slapping and beating the children. 10, 11, some are older, some are younger. And then eventually there's this thing where they made to take a cold bath in winter, and it's snowing. And one of them is very sick, and you look at the helplessness, at the ineptitude, and the way they break the rules. I mean, they impose all sorts of terminal, inhuman, monstrous punishment on these young kids, and then themselves they don't have a working car. One is in the driver is not there when it's supposed to be, so they don't have any means to take the poor fellow who's in a coma and may die because he's looking very bad. The ambulance doesn't look like being able to go through the snow. Maybe it will eventually, and all sorts of, they don't have a signal of the phone. Nothing works. Erdogan, yeah, in conclusion.